What's up? I'm Jordan Wonder. I'm here with JAMISON Davison, internet personality, fashion creator, model. We're here. This is episode 15 of the TPS podcast, sponsored by Stay Another Day, your go-to mental health awareness apparel, and we're gonna have some fun. That's it.
Yes, indeed.
It's juice. Yeah, they love to hate. They see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it, this podcast sucks.
Bang, I kind of introduced you already, fashion creator. I don't know if you like to go by that, or model,
just creative artist, motivator.
Creative artist. I know you do plenty of things, right? Like you cut hair, you're a photographer. Of course, everything that has to do with clothes, you got a hand in, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I guess how would you like to introduce yourself?
I would introduce myself as a visionary. That's like my biggest thing, is like anything that requires you having a vision, I like to have my hand at. So like you said, cutting hair, photography, videography, but then also motivating people. Like I feel like it really takes a vision in order to be able to get people to stand behind it. So I'm just out here trying to spread mine and spread positivity through that.
Love it. I love that. So I guess like the first thing that I'll ask you, just for people if they potentially don't know you, is what is it that you think is your thing on social media? What do people know you for?
I would say the biggest thing people probably know me for is like my weight loss, obviously intermixed with like my fashion content, but just for like spreading a positive vibe and keeping like that motivation that like anything that you can imagine up here, like God gave that to you, that's for you to act out in the real world. So anything that you imagine, you could bring that to life. But I feel like people would know me off of that message, and then my weight loss, because I lost over 120 pounds.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. I'm actually, I had a big weight loss when I was a little bit younger. I feel like we could relate to on that. I didn't lose 120 pounds. I lost 86 pounds though when I was, yes, sir. When I was 13, I was in 7th grade, I think. I went from 236 to 155. So I guess that's 81 pounds, my bad.
There you go. But every single one counts, bro.
Yep. So 236 to 155 I went to, and that took me like 4 months. And everybody's always like telling me like, oh, like you hit puberty, like that it happens to everybody. You lose your baby weight. Like, first of all, being 5'4" and 236, like that's not baby weight, bro. Like that's like you're a fucking unit, bro.
That's a couple 20-pack of nuggies too many.
Exactly, bro. So that's where I was at. And then over the course of 4 months, bro, I ate the same meal 3 times a day. It was a diet that my mom has always stuck to her entire life. So she kind of put me onto it. And it was just like simply 6 ounces of meat, 6 ounces of vegetable, and an 8-ounce salad, 3 meals a day. And I did that every single day, nothing but water and coffee. And every single day for 4 months, not a single cheat day, not a single cheat meal. And I lost over 80 pounds. So
at that age is very impressive to have that level of like commitment to something. And not like
at the time wasn't doing any sports. I wasn't going out and I wasn't working out. I never did one day in the gym. It was just 100% strict diet.
It really is majority diet at the end of the day. Like you could work your ass off in the gym every day and not have a good diet, and you're not going to see that level of progress. But congratulations to you, man. That's really awesome.
So I wanted to make sure you're fucking, CEO on Instagram of fucking weight loss Jesus. I wanted to let you know.
I appreciate
I know what you're talking about a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. I mean, 86 pounds is beyond impressive. So
I
always feel bad too, because like people will ask me about my weight loss and be like, yeah, but I only lost like 30 or 40 pounds. 30, 40 pounds is a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to lose. Like, if you went to the doctor and gained 30 or 40 pounds, they would be like, sheesh, that's a lot of weight. So to lose it, I feel like you got to give yourself that credit,
100%. And So we know that you're big into the I don't know if coaching is the right word, because I know you don't officially do that, but I think through your content you sort of coach people on their weight loss journey, just motivation wise, mentality wise. I think you do a really good job at that. But we also know you're fucking also god of putting that shit on. You know what I'm saying? You got putting that shit on. So I had a couple questions that I wanted to ask you. Are you tied to any brands? Like, are there any brands that you have long running contracts or sponsorships or collaborations with that are just have been really big in your journey? Or I guess just a brand that you maybe worked with once or twice, but was your favorite to work with, something like that.
I'm trying to think about like what I'm allowed to talk about that. So basically, and I'm very transparent too, because obviously like I started making content like 3 years ago and have been doing it for 3 years for free. So I want to start by saying I heard this quote one time that somebody was talking about, like, in this new era of being a creator, like the viewers are kind of on board now with the fact of like, okay, like I just made these 7 videos, like this one video that I make with an ad in it is still going to be super entertaining, but like this is kind of like the price you pay in order for that content to be able to keep happening, because it's a part of our livelihood. So I just want to preface by saying that. So I try to make all my brand deals be as true to my real content as possible.
100%.
But at the beginning of this year, I had the opportunity to start working with GLD, Shop GLD.
Oh, wow.
That changed my whole. Hello. I don't know if
you know what I'm saying? On my neck. Yes, sir. Love GLD.
Love GLD. Hearts to GLD. And the coolest thing about working with GLD is that, like, when I was younger, like, I didn't grow up in any sense of like poverty, but I grew up with like money struggles. Parents went through bankruptcy and things like that. So like times got tough at points, and I never just had like access to everything that I wanted. I just didn't grow up like that, but I had interest in these things. And so to be able to work with a brand like GLD when I really never came to a point where I was able to afford it, and then now being able to say that I'm a GLD sponsor and I get to test all these products and then truthfully tell people like, this is how it is versus how I expected it to be.
Yeah.
So GLD, I would say, was like my biggest one. And then Nova Men, if I have like a second to share this quick story. So back in 2020 during COVID was when I really like started putting that shit on, and it was just like, it's kind of bad. Like I would love to pull up like pictures, but one day they'll see them somewhere. It was bad. Color coordination, bandanas, and the it was bad. Like I was tying bandanas on my legs. It was wild. But anyway,
that's crazy. Yeah.
I took a trip with a couple of friends up to Niagara Falls, right? And I had these Amazon joggers on, and I had ripped them myself, and I just posted this picture in front of Niagara Falls, and I tagged Nova Men on the pants. And they commented back. And my friend, I remember we were in a Chipotle at the time. He grabs me. He's like, yo, go look at your post. And Fashion Nova had commented on it. So like I lose my mind. I'm like, this is unreal, whatever. And then like I just always had this dream from that day on. I was like, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but like I'm gonna be a Fashion Nova model. I'm gonna work with Fashion Nova. Something's gonna happen with Fashion Nova. And then lo and behold, I think it was like 6 months into the year last year around summertime, like I just opened my DMs one morning and it's like a lottery ticket in the DMs, and Nova Men is like, hey, like we love your stuff. We'd love to work with you, send you some things to review. And I just like, dude, that was one of my first moments like as a creator. I just sat there and I was like, all right, bro, like you're really doing something with this shit. Like you're getting what you wanted, you know, your vision's starting to come to life. So yeah, I would say Nova Men and GLD are really like my biggest ones. I did some stuff with Stitch Fix and started with doing like some Temu stuff. I was doing some Temu videos, if you remember.
Me as well.
Yeah. But we made them fun and I had fun making them, and I thought it was pretty funny just to like, I don't know, the way you got to make some of those videos is so interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people were like commenting on my Temu videos. I mean, no offense to Temu, I'd work with them again. But a lot of people were commenting on my videos with Temu, and they were like, oh, like bro's a sellout, like whatever. Fuck yeah, I am, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I am for any dollar amount, dude. I'll promote butt plugs for the right price, bro.
Whoa, I don't know.
Hey, I'll say it, bro. I'll say it, bro. I'll say it, bro. I don't care, dude. You know what I mean? I'll promote anything for a cash dollar amount. It does not matter what sort of character it compromises for me. And if you say that from day one, bro, people are going to know you're being true to you no matter what you're doing, because you've said it from day one that I will sell out every time.
Every time. Now, I disagree, just because I stand on the point of like if some shit is ass, I'm gonna tell y'all it's ass. And like, I don't care how much they're paying me to tell you that it's like, you're not paying me to tell you that it's good. They're paying me to show it to you. And so like, if my opinion is I like this, and this about it, but this kind of sucks, like I'm gonna make sure that I say that, you know, because I feel like there's always this part of me that pulls in my heartstrings. That's like, when I was younger and I was looking for, I don't know, a fire pair of shoes or a hat or some shit, like, and I wanted to know if it was fire, and I found somebody and they said it was good and I got it and it was bad, I'd be sick, you know? But at the same time, I like the way that you treat them, because you take it and you're just like making fun with it. Like, it's just, it's like, this is a game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that because you bring that level to it, it's like, or you bring it to that level, it's just like they already know what to expect from you. Like, that's why I fell in love with your content, you know?
I appreciate that. And people know that, bro. And I've said since day one, like, I don't care what the shit is like. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, I'm not going to promote it if it's garbage. Like, I'm telling you, even if it is garbage, I'm going to tell you that it's not. And people have known that since day one. So now when I put something in a video and I say like, this shit's fire, like if people want to, you know, then go and buy it themselves, like they know there's a chance that I could have just because I said that's what I do. So as long as you're not deceiving anybody, which I'm not, because I tell people like this shit could be trash, but I'm going to tell you that it's good.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way to mess up there. You just say everything's good and it's simple.
I can't hold it against you though, because like, dude, look at TV nowadays. Like, every single commercial for any type of medicine is like, this is going to give you 150 things, but it's going to clear up this one thing. Exactly. And it's like, people still take the shit, or people still buy the product, like the shit as seen on TV. Like, come on, somebody's
going to like it or it wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
If there's not a market for it, it wouldn't be sold.
Exactly, bro. Now, I guess my next question is, so social media, I assume you do social media full time.
I do social
media.
I
know you do a lot of things, but like, you don't have like a
I don't have a 9 to 5
job.
I don't do like a normal person. I've had a normal person job in a year now, which I'm blessed to be able to say.
Fire, bro. Cool. Fire, bro.
Straight hustling, baby.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I could potentially, if I wanted to, you know, go full time with social media and be fine. Absolutely. But bro, it's just, I don't know. I never want to, I don't know. It would take an astronomical amount of money for me making on social media for me to be like, okay, fuck it. I really don't need to be a plumber 5 days a week. You know what I mean? But there's just something about, you know, just having like a regular job and always having like that extra money and being just like a regular person that just feels like, you know, it fits better to me. And you always like that look of like, I remember like when Sam Solik, I know you got to know who he is, but
absolutely,
when he really started popping up and he was like fucking like at the beginning of his prime, I guess, he was still like the #1 fitness influencer out right now. And he still had like a 9 to 5 job where he would go fucking paint crosswalks like during the summer. And wow, I always thought like, yeah, that's like even when he was #1 fitness influencer in the world, he was still doing that. So I always like that look of like, you could be that motherfucker online, but like still have like a regular job and still be grounded. And I don't know if I'll ever give that up. If I ever make an astronomical amount of money where I'm like, I'm losing money having a normal job, or like I just don't have enough time to do social media anymore because I'm working every day, then I'll consider, but I'll probably do that shit for the rest of my life. And that's just kind of what I like about it. But dude, you're living everybody's dream right now, bro.
Let me put it like this. Sometimes it's not as dreamy as you might think, because there's a lot of things that kind of go into it. And like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be at, and I'm chasing that shit every day. But I have you know, many moments where I sit to myself and like as a man, I sit there and I'm like, okay, like what is the longevity in this? Like, how long am I going to be able to do this and until it's not kicking anymore? And like then I have that back thought where it's like I believe in myself so heavily that I'm like, okay, this is just the platform, the foundation to like build off of to really show my message to the world and do that. But I think about it all the time. I think to myself, I'm like, man, like what if you just like, you know, like what if you just go get a little side job or something? Like just go like go be like people are just like, I saw your video the other day and you're working here at fucking Target. Like, you know, like that shit would be awesome. I feel like it would be cool interactions and stuff. But so I do social media and like, you know, have brand deals and things like that. I don't sell a course or have any coaching program or stuff like that. I do sell an ebook. My ebook is just about like my weight loss because so many people ask the same questions. I was just like, all right, let me put it all in a document. Y'all could go get it if you want.
Bang. Okay.
But then on the side, me and one of my best friends, I don't know if you know Fashion Jafer.
Yeah.
We run a media agency together. So we go and we film social media for different businesses and things like that and kind of just travel around and promote their social media. So I do social media full time, but not just my social media for like businesses and, you know, sneaker stores, things like that. And then, yeah, I cut hair here and there, but I'm just really out here fading up the homies now. That was like my full-time grind for probably like 3 years of my life.
Fire.
And so I'll do it every once in a while, you know, here on the side. But bro, I'm a hustler, bro. Like I've done it all and I like to just do it all and jump from thing to thing to thing because ADHD is great, bro. I love to have like my mind just like fixated. Like I'll go from playing the guitar to being like, you know what, I should shoot a video right now to all right, I should go cut my bro's hair and just everything in between that shit. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, and I get that a lot when I ask people who do like multiple things. Like you ever heard of Oh That's Juice? You know that guy on social media?
Yes, he's the big dude.
Yes,
yes, big boy.
Yep. So he fucking he, you know, he raps and he does social media and you know, when I ask him like yo fucking like what do you like most about your job, bro? Like he just says he likes the freedom to be able to do everything.
To be him.
Yeah, and to just, you know, you could wake up one day and you could fucking be like, you know what, I think I want to do this today instead of this today, and just have the freedom to do that. And I think that's exactly where you're at, which I personally think is a pretty good fucking place to be.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. I used to have this affirmation that I would say to myself and I would write it down. Like all of this was manifested, by the way. Like I just want to say, like every single step, I feel like everybody's kind of waking up at the same time and starting to realize like, oh shit, we are the power. And as long as you believe in yourself and have faith, like you'll be able to get it. But I used to have this affirmation I would write almost every single day. And it was, I get paid to exist, because I just knew like whatever was in me, people enjoyed it. And I was like, somehow me being me is going to be my profession. I'm me for a living. And it's cool because when I was cutting hair, I would tell people, I'm like, yo, I flick my wrist for a living, right? And then now videos, I'm just like, I get dressed for a living, bro. Like I literally put on an outfit and call it a day, you know?
I always like to say that like I put on clothes on camera. So I'm kind of like the opposite of an OnlyFans model.
We are opposite of OnlyFans models. We
you know what I'm saying?
Dressed. We kind of start half naked and then like reverse tease you. We like get you into some
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's like it's
pulling you into the fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Like listen, get your head out of the gutter and get in the fucking fits, bro.
Exactly. So something I like to do on all my interviews is I always love a good Mount Rushmore. Right. Okay. So just I'm
not familiar. What does that mean?
I'll put you on. So I'm going to ask you a few of your Mount Rushmores, right? And you just tell me of whatever that Mount Rushmore is. Give me your top 4 for, I guess, whatever that topic is. So I'm going to start off. This is most of it's going to be fashion based, but I know it's just because there's some people who want to know this about you because you be putting that shit on. Give me your currently right now. I want to know your Mount Rushmore. So your top 4 brands, clothing brands.
Top 4 clothing brands.
Yep.
Number 1 for me personally, I'm going to say Core Gallery, because that happened to just be the first brand that sent me stuff. And I fell in love with it, and they were nice enough to hook me up with their entire collection. And I could strongly tell any person in front of me, each piece is high quality. Like it is like the best quality clothing I've ever had. So I have to put them at the top. Like they're like my George Washington. And
Okay.
so I'm going to say for people that are looking for affordable stuff, like I said before, I liked Fashion Nova before that I was working with them. So I feel no shame in saying Nova Men. They're like, where do you get your pants? Where do you get your shirts? Nova Men has your basics, anything that you're looking for from a night out to, I don't know, chilling in the crib. Like you're going to be able to find that. Same thing with like ASOS. I'm going to put them side by side. What's another brand? Black Taylor. Every single one of my pairs of pants that I wear on a day-to-day basis is Black Taylor. So I have to say Black Taylor because it just wouldn't be fair. Like every single pair of pants, they're very nice pants. And then I would say, I want to think of like a brand that like I recently just found that's like
Okay.
on the come up type thing.
Fire.
I'm gonna say Visionary Club.
Cool.
Visionary Club, because they make some of the like coolest tracksuits, and like I just feel like if you're looking for something and you want to have that outfit for that, let's put it like this: like I got their clothes, never wore the shit until I went to the Meta event because I was like, I need it to be something, you know. And it was just very low key, just stood out in the whole crowd. So
and the brand's kind of on. The brand name is kind of on brand for you, so
right. So that's why it's very biased. These are very biased answers, but I would say Nova Men for anybody who like it is just like where can I find any clothes? You can find anything on Nova Men.
Okay, cool. Now, bang. Next Mount Rushmore.
I know what the next one is.
I don't know if you do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I do.
I got two more.
Okay.
Next I want your Mount Rushmore, so your top 4 clothing items that you own. And you could go anything from shoes, your favorite t-shirt, rings, watches, hats, just your top 4, like your closet's fucking burning to the ground. You can only say 4 clothing items.
I'm gonna go grab only one of them. It'll be 2 seconds.
Bang,
2
you're good.
seconds.
Yep.
We are back.
Here we go.
All right, so number 1, this was a thrift / flea market find.
Okay.
Best pickup I've ever had.
Okay.
I found this Stour watch.
Whoa.
Skeleton, rose gold. Like if the house was burning down and like I could only grab one of my watches, like this is my shit. And it was a come up to you, boy. Got it for $80, shit like $600. So I'm like,
damn, that's
Stour
fire.
watches. I would say number 2, I got to grab all 3 pairs of the Kizzos. Like, Kizzos for me are just like, I just love what he does. And then, like, I don't know, anytime I opened the box, he never told me he was going to give me any. I was just like the most surprised when I opened that shit. They're very near and dear to my heart. Got to bring my Kizzos with me if the house burning down. What else? I got to bring the GLD juice chain.
Okay. That's huge. That's huge.
You know what I'm saying? The baby Jameson, like that's all he wanted. He wanted his name in something that shines. So I'm gonna bring that. And then what is like the fucking coolest shit that I have? What is the coolest thing I have? Like, it's something I don't have yet.
Okay.
It's something I don't have yet. It's on its way to me.
Okay.
But I had posted on Threads, right? When everybody was just like starting with Threads, I'm like, what do we do? Like, what do we do here? And I just started posting random stuff. And I had posted, I was like, who has a fire clothing brand? And I got like 75 Indian wholesalers that were like, brother, we can help you make your clothing brand. I'm like, that's not what I meant. But I had one brand reach out to me, and it was called Vavilon, and they're from Japan. And this guy just ended up being like the coolest guy ever. He's in the Air Force and does his thing out there, whatever. And like 2 months ago, he hit me up. He's like, yo, I want to make you your own personalized custom piece of clothing. And I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it is. He just asked me like my favorite animal, favorite color, whatever. And he was like, do you want sequins on it? Like whatever. and that's it. And so I just have like 2 mystery jackets or
Whoa.
like a jacket coming to my house. So they are gonna have to see that whenever that happens. But I'll show you too. I'll send a picture. I'll let
That's
you know when I
fucking
get that.
huge. Yeah,
But that
bro.
is like, because in my heart, I'm like, yo, someone thought I was cool enough to make me a fucking jacket, bro.
Nobody else in the world's got something like that, bro.
Shit, that's gonna be that. And that's like, on a side note to this, like I feel like when people who are curious about like how to elevate their style and stuff, like try to find shit that nobody has, and if you can't find it, make it, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
you be out in public and you'll see somebody and there's just 2 people with the same shirt on, like that shirt ain't as special anymore. So you just want to try and find your own way and just dress in a way that makes people turn their heads like, oh my goodness. And then you
100%.
got them thinking, bro. But yeah, those are my top 4 items in the crib.
Okay. I like that. Now, speaking of some shit that nobody's got, right? I don't know if you want to share this. I mean, you don't have to, right? So you don't have to share, but I'm sure a lot of people would want to know what is, if you bought it or if it was gifted to you, what is the most expensive piece that you have? Clothing, accessory, jewelry wise, and if you feel comfortable.
Tell us how much it is.
I'm so curious. The guy who's got more clothes than most of the universe. You know what I'm saying? He's got to have some hot shit.
All right. So I would say like my most expensive piece that I have is this watch that I got from GLD.
Okay.
And it's running about 2 stacks. And I was like, y'all said this to me? Like, that's crazy.
Shit.
So I would say that is probably like the most expensive thing. And then because like the shoes are reps. So, I'm not,
and that's okay. And we don't judge.
And it's okay because I don't listen. Here's my mindset.
As long as you don't hide it, bro, it's good.
I don't hide it. Like my shits are reps, and I'm gonna say it like this. I've always said it this way. If you making like $3,000, $2,000 a month, and you going and spending $500 on a pair of shoes just to say they real, that's fake because you really don't have that money to be spending on those shoes. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, I'll drop that $150, you know what I'm saying, to get a pair of shoes that I know is hot. And there's people out there that spent the real money and they don't know how to style it. So I'm the one to be like, hey man,
dude,
I ain't got to be real for me because I ain't outside stepping in trainers.
What a great outlook you got on that, bro.
What a great outlook. Bro? And also, everybody's getting exposed right now with this tariff shit. They just told us Birkin bags was $1,000. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So fucking.
That's another story for another day. The fashion industry is about to flip upside down.
It's most definitely gonna get fucking crazy, bro. And I'll say it since day one, bro. Like I'm not about these fucking Chinese tariffs, bro. Like tariffs on China, bro. Because I love when my shit says made in China, bro. Because that means it's cheap, dog. Shit, I don't give a fuck. People are like, oh, I want made in the USA. Shut the fuck up, bro. Then go pay that price. You know what I'm saying?
All right, deadass. Because if you look at it, like it literally, and I don't know shit, but I'm gonna just say this. It doesn't make sense to make things in the United States. As someone who's like dabbled in looking into making my own clothing brand or any brand, it's like I'm looking into making skincare. Why the fuck am I going to pick the United States when I could just go to South Korea and have that stuff sent over here and it's better quality and it's cheaper and it's, guaranteed.
100%.
Like 100%. They're just quick with it, bro. Like y'all want products mad fast, but then, they're like, oh, but it's not made in the US. Like,
yeah,
bro.
I will ride with imported goods forever, bro.
You ever had a warehouse job?
No. But I've considered it, bro, for real.
Yeah, listen, there's 2 types of people I feel like work in a warehouse. People who work their ass off and people who don't work. Yeah. And it's like, you just got to get lucky and hope your product is going to get to you, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. I'm 100% riding with you on that one. 100%.
Yeah, I'm just
I love my shit coming from China. Everything, bro.
Yep.
Everything.
Listen, they were good to me. The rep sellers were good to me.
So I had something that I know my girlfriend would want me to bring up to you is we had some not for real. But we had some beef a little while ago, not that you didn't know about.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah. So maybe it was more like I had beef with you. I didn't
You
actually
had
have
beef with me.
No, let me explain. Let
What
me
did I
explain.
do?
So I was in a Costco parking lot the other day, and I'm saying this because I know after how much I obsessed over it in my own mind, like it was like one of those imaginary beefs, like you know when you're like when a girl thinks they're dating a famous guy, but he like doesn't know that they exist. It's like basically that where like I had this whole storyline in my head, and you had no idea what was going on, but.
This is news to me.
Yeah, so we were in a Costco parking lot one day, and you posted a video that like basically like you're being 100% real, 100% honest, but you were ripping into Talentless.
Oh yeah,
about their hoodie, bro. And I love Talentless, bro. I love Talentless. I have a Talentless hoodie myself, and it is one of my favorite hoodies, bro. I love it, and my girlfriend bought it for me, and I remember I watched a video with my girlfriend, and I'm like, bro, I can't even believe this, bro. Like, I don't want to say, I don't want to say, cause I just need you to explain it for me. But I was like, I don't want to say that Jamison's like over, I don't know if like overdoing it is the right word, but I'm like, bro, I've had my shit for years and I wear it all the time, bro. And I was like, my shit looks brand fucking new still. I'm like, what is he doing to this hoodie that is ripping so many times in so many places? So that was the beef that we had. It wasn't anything serious, but I love Talentless. So to see you like really rip into it, I'm like, what? No fucking chance, bro.
All right, so you gotta let me explain it though. That's insanely funny because I knew when I posted that video, like there are people like I know what the Talentless fan base is like, and they love that brand. Like if you ride for Talentless, you ride for it. So I got introduced to Talentless by my tattoo artist, and that was like the only shit he was wearing. And like they used to call me Mr. Essential because all I was wearing was essentials. And essentials and Talentless are like I feel like interchangeable.
That's basically what they are, bro. Yeah,
the same.
Yeah.
But, so time goes on. I start making fashion content. My buddy Justin, he had more pull than me at the time, and he was like, yo, I had told him about Talentless, and he was like, I'm gonna see if I could get you something. So he gets me this hoodie. I'm like elated. I'm like, I'm getting a Talentless hoodie. Let's go. I filmed a video about it. The video doesn't do shit because I wasn't at that point yet to like know how to make it do good. And then I just wear this thing, and I wore it and 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 wore it. And the best way to tell you how that happened is legitimately I put in pain in that hoodie. There was like countless workouts completed in that hoodie, right? Never once did anything get snagged. Never once did I rip it, nothing, right? So then over time, fairly soon, I would say like literally a month, 2 months into having it, I just start seeing like the logos breaking down. Then like this stitch is breaking down, the pocket holes. And I'm like, my boy actually said something to me that made me realize that he's like, yo, like you got to stop putting your hands in your pockets so hard. And I'm like, when did I put my hands in my pockets? And he's like, you get like throwing your hands in your pockets and it's like all ripped on four corners. I'm like, oh, that's like weird. And so then like, it just was like compound interest, bro. It's like I would work out, it was already a little ripped, and now it's like twice as ripped. And then it got so bad to the point where I was like, all right, well, now it's stretched out. Let me cut these off, like the little cuffs. So I cut the cuffs off. This like ripped diagonally. So I was like, all right, let me just pull it a little bit and make it like a V so I could wear it to the gym, whatever. And then it just got to the point where I couldn't wear it anymore. And then one of my homies was like, you should make a video about that, bro. Cause like, I know how much you like that hoodie. So I made that video, and Talentless, like 3 days later, commented on it. And I saw waiting for it.
And they're like, check your DM or something, or like DM us. And you're like, I have been. I saw that, bro.
I had been DMing them for a while too. And it was like, you know, I had said to them like, yo, this shit's falling apart, blah, 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 blah. I was trying to work with Talentless. Like, this is a brand that I really wanted to work with. And I wasn't salty because they didn't want to work with me. I was just dead ass like, this works perfectly. And if anything is going to get their attention, it's going to be this video.
Yeah.
And, excuse me. So basically they're like, you know, they comment this whole thing. I thought at the beginning, they're just trying to save face because they commented that. And then I DM'd them and they didn't answer. Then they got back to me. They sent me the care package. So I made that video again. And like this time, Jordan, truthfully, I'm legitimately trying to ruin this sweatsuit because I'm just putting it through the same amount of stress I feel like I put the first one through. Boxing, workouts, going to the gym, like, because I love it. I love it for working out in the gym. And that's going to be how I'm going to end it on a positive note. I wear
Love
it
that.
so frequently and genuinely because I love the set. I think the set that they sent me is so much better than the hoodie that I had originally. And it really is just like a good like workout, like kind of just feel secure, I guess, in the clothes. Like that's a big thing for me with like working out. Like I like loose stuff sometimes, but I like shit that feels like fitted and like structured, and that's
Yep.
talentless clothing. And it's like a little oversized. Yeah, it's nice. I do like talentless's clothing. I was just very disappointed because I'm like, dude, this hoodie's expensive. And if
So
it's
you guys are on good terms now.
we're on decent terms. I feel like
Okay.
they're definitely a little salty with me because they recently just reached out and they were like, oh, like how is the new set? We want to make sure we don't have any issues in the future. And I'm just like, now let me say this. The crotch on the joggers that they sent me is starting to rip. I'm a big boy, but I be boxing in it. So it's a lot of movement and I get it. I am someone who's putting it under the maximum amount of stress.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm putting it through some shit, but yeah, I think that we're on good terms. I'd like to think it's all love in my heart for talentless. It's just,
Okay.
you know, I'm just an honest person and I'm gonna give people the honesty.
Bang. I'm
Bang.
glad we cleared that up, bro.
Yeah, it's no smoke. And that's hilarious though, that you're like in the Costco parking lot and you're like, this
Well, bro, cause I like my girlfriend clearly knows how much I love Talentless. She's bought me like 3 Talentless pieces in the past, and I've ride for their brand. Never
that's a
reached
W
out to me,
girl.
but it's fine. But bro, I love Talentless. So when I was like, oh shit, like you weren't really hating on Talentless, you were kind of just being real. But when I was like,
Because you
bro,
feel like it
this,
lowers the stock value a little bit. Like
yeah,
it's
I'm like,
like,
I can't believe he's saying that about my brand. Like I fucking own it, bro. You know what I mean?
but that's it though. Like that's what is so cool about fashion too. Because you look at it now, like there's so many copy and paste brands out there, and it's really the
Yeah.
message behind it and like how you assimilate to it. And I love how, like, just like with music, bro, there's like frequencies to clothing brands. And if you rock with the frequency, that's like your shit, that's your tribe. Like, I don't know, everybody was riding for V-Lone and like fucking all that shit for a long time, you know? Like,
Yeah, I bought my homies V-Lone t-shirts for like Christmas and shit back in the
that's
day.
the
So
wave.
I know exactly what that
It
was
used to be
about.
V's up, V's backwards,
Yeah.
everybody walking backwards.
Yeah.
I
Everybody was
love it.
posing like NBA Youngboy and shit. You know what I
Facts. I
mean?
had the NBA YoungBoy V-Lone shirt that said
Dude.
top on it. I'm like, geeked. I'm walking through the Fort Lauderdale airport. Everybody's looking at me like I'm out of my mind. I'm like, why are you looking
that's
at me like that? I'm like, my shirt
that's
says
fire.
top on it.
That,
Crazy.
that shit's fire, bro. All right. So that's basically all I had question wise. Now for our segment, our sponsored segment portion of this, we got a little quiz for you.
Okay.
It could be about anything that you want, right?
Okay.
The kind of the topic is that we like to keep it on is things that make life worth living, but for everybody that's different. So it really could be anything you want as long as it's sort of positive. You know what I mean? We've done,
Yeah.
you know, movies and music and sports. And so I want to pose to you, what is one topic you think you're most likely to bang out 20 questions on?
One topic I could bang out 20
That you
questions.
think you know the most, bro.
Oh my goodness. When you get put on blast like that, it'll just like do you. I would say
Yeah.
one topic I know the most about. I'm gonna sit on it for a second.
Okay, you're good.
Really channel into my inner mentality.
Mentality. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 20 true or false rapid fire questions about mentality.
Okay.
Progressively going to be getting harder. And let me tell you what you could potentially win.
Oh, I could win something.
Oh, you could win, bro.
I could win something. Okay.
Yep. So, you get 5 questions right on this quiz. Let's say hypothetically, right? You get 5 questions right. Go out to eat wherever you want, preferably something that's not crazy expensive, like maybe Chipotle, or whatever.
I'm a big boy, bro.
Send me your receipt, and I will pay you however much that meal costs. That's 5 questions right there.
W-Mans?
Yep. 10 questions right, you get $20. You can spend it on anything that you want.
Cool. Gas.
Okay.
20 regular, fill it.
20 regular. And you get 15 right, you get $40. Okay. Yeah. You get 20 right. Every single question about mentality right, you get $100.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Let's go.
So here's the twist though. You can only go for one prize. So if you say I'm going for the 20 question prize, I want $100 and you get 19 right, you get nothing. Right? If you say, oh, I'm going for the 5 question prize, I want a free meal, but you end up getting 20, you could have had $100, but you went for the 5 question prize. So you're walking away with 1 free meal. That's how it's going to go.
So I pick before I start.
Yes.
Okay.
So which one do you feel like you're going to go for?
I'm going to keep it easy. I'm going to go for the 40. I'm going to go for the 40.
Okay.
We'll go 3/4 of the way there.
Dude, and you know what? That's actually, you might be the first or second person to go for that prize. Normally people, when they do this, they go either all in. So they'll be like, oh, I want the 20, right? Or they'll go with like some easy, like halfway point. That's it. So for you to go for
the gusto, I'm gonna go the, you know, like I'm gonna go the distance. Let's see.
Let's hope he knows about his mentality. Okay.
This is interesting. I'm like so interested to see what these questions about mentality are gonna be.
And fucking, it's ChatGPT. So if the questions suck,
shit.
Just so you know, that's fucking.
I bet.
That's on AI.
Bro's got 20 questions about mentality, like on the
just like in my notes. Like, okay, let me go to my M category, bro. Hold on.
Shit.
Yeah. All right. So let me do an intro real quick, and then I'll give you a second, and then we'll just fucking run it. Okay.
Get after it. Yep.
All right. I'm here with big time fashion influencer JAMISON Davison right now. And this is the sad quiz sponsored by Stay Another Day. I have 20 rapid fire true or false questions, all about things that make life worth living. Today's topic is mentality. It is always good to have a great mentality. If JAMISON gets 15 of these 20 questions right, he will be walking away with $40 hard cold cash given him by Stay Another Day. So let's get the fuck into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
Bang, 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 bang. I'm quick. All right. So
quick with it, baby. Quick with it.
give me a little bit of time to get the questions out, because I fucking suck at reading, and I also got to be keeping track of your score while I'm reading you the questions.
I like looking at pictures better.
But every question I ask you, you get 3 seconds to answer it. So it's rapid fire. It's quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you just got true or false real fast. All right.
Right. Okay.
All right. And I would probably advise you to answer the questions how you believe ChatGPT would answer the questions.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be your best shot, and less of like maybe your opinion and more like what you think the majority would be for the answer.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay, cool. All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Question number 1, true or false, positive thinking can improve mental well-being?
Truth.
Stress can affect your physical health.
True.
It's normal to feel sad sometimes.
True.
Sleep has no impact on your mental health.
False.
Talking about your feelings can help manage emotions.
True.
Okay, boom. Those are your first 5. Those are easy level. You went 5 for 5. I'll tell you that right now. You went 5 for 5. You're already 5 up on your 15 question goal. Now we got 5 moderate, 5 challenging, and then 5 hard. Let's see. That's the last time I'm going to tell you your score before the end. Okay. Just so you know, you're on a great start. All right, so this is moderate. Okay. True or false, anxiety and depression are the same condition?
False.
Mindfulness is a technique used to increase awareness and presence.
Truth.
Mental illnesses are always visible.
False.
Exercise can help reduce symptoms of anxiety.
True.
Emotional intelligence includes the ability to manage your own emotions.
True.
Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on changing throughout pattern.
True.
The fight or flight response is triggered by the parasympathetic nervous system.
True.
Fuck, goddamn.
Parasympathetic, yeah.
Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt.
True.
Dude, these words are getting big.
Yeah, that's it. I'm over here, Dr. Andrew Huberman and this shit right now.
People with a fixed mindset believe abilities can grow through effort.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yep. People with a fixed mindset believe abilities can grow through effort.
False.
Dude, what the fuck? Intrinsic motivation comes from external rewards.
True.
Dude, these are insane. True. Bro.
I'm trying to think. I like break it down in my head.
Bro, that was moderate, bro. That was moderate. These last 5 are difficult.
Okay, we're gonna have like 4. I'm gonna need like a sheet of script.
Dude, I'm gonna need 20 minutes to read each of these, bro. Jesus Christ. All right. The prefrontal cortex is primarily responsible for emotional processing.
True.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs ends with self-esteem.
I'm just saying true, but I don't really know.
Bro, I
don't know
crazy.
Who Milo was. That Milo?
It was Maslow's hierarchy.
Maslow.
I don't know. The placebo effect is a real psychological phenomenon.
True.
Imposter syndrome is more common among let me restart that. Imposter syndrome is more common among low achievers.
False.
Learned helplessness can develop after repeated exposure to uncontrollable stress.
One more time. Run that back for me.
Learned helplessness can develop after repeated exposure to uncontrollable stress.
True.
Okay, bang. Love it. You wanna know what your final score was?
What was my final score?
16 out of 20, bro. Let's go, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
40 big ones.
I know my shit about mentality.
That was hella good, bro. That was
awesome.
hella good. Bro, when we got to moderate and like I couldn't even read the fucking questions. I was like, no chance.
As soon as I heard the word neoplasticity, my mind switched into it's time to lock in.
Frontal cortex, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that was Andrew Huberman level questions. That was fine.
Yeah, bro, and you fucking killed that. That was hella good. All right, so now our 2 segments, we got the hate list and the love list. I tried to do my best not to explain it as much as I could because I like to see how people's answers vary, but some people come super specific and some people just come like, I love my friends, I love my family, I love God, and you know what, like and that's all okay. I just like to see what people like to come with. This segment used to be it used to be only the hate list because I just love that shit. Like as negative as it sounds, I just think it's so funny just to talk about things that everybody just fucking that piss people off because that shit exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it's real.
So I liked that shit. That was a segment and has been a segment for as long as this podcast has been a thing. But recently I did a podcast with Tommy Noble, who is like a comedy internet personality. And he asked if instead of the hate list, we could do the love list. And I was like, whoa, I kind of like that. So ever since then, we've been doing both. We got the hate list and we got the love list. So is there either one that you like the answers of that you want to maybe start on, or does it not matter?
We'll start with the love list just because I feel like, you know what I mean? We'll just get that out of the way. We'll talk about some good positive things to start out, and then I'll tell you guys what I hate.
Amazing.
It's a strong word though, so I'm gonna say strongly dislike. Say strongly dislike.
Cool. All right, let me do an intro and then we'll fucking start and we'll just do it like draft style.
Sounds good. Let me take the hood off and we'll be good.
Game time.
Game time.
All right.
Cooked. Hairline's cooked, chat.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it, bro. Hopefully the resolution's low enough that it just blurs out straight.
It's so blurry that it's straight.
No, it looks good. I swear to God, it looks good, bro.
Thank you.
All right. I'm here with internet personality Jamison Davison, and this is a draft of shit that we love, I guess. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You start.
Okay. This is, I think, so crazy. Like, this is the most high thought thing to love. You know what I mean? I love genres of music exist, bro. You know what I mean? I just love that, like, at any point in time, like, sometimes I'm in the mood for rap music, sometimes I'm in the mood for sad songs, sometimes I'm in the mood for country. I just love that genres exist, because if it didn't, bro, like, there's sometimes, bro, where I'll put on rap songs that I love, and in that current moment, I'm just like, I can't do this right now. It's not hitting, bro. But there's sometimes where it's like I only want to listen to rap music and nothing else, and I just love that I got the ability to jump from genre to genre. That's it.
Choose the power
of
choice. I like that.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one. Now I go?
Yep.
All right, cool. I love when I think of someone or speak about them and they call me.
Oh, okay.
Something about that. I'm a big fan of synchronicity. And once I tapped into synchronicity, I started seeing the signs. But there's no better feeling than when you think about somebody or you just say their name and then boom, pick that phone up. It's them.
Yeah, bro. I love that shit, bro. Next thing that I'm gonna go with that I love is I'm stealing this one because this was an answer one of my guests gave a little while ago, but I just loved it so much, bro. I love the sun, dude. I love the sun because the sun's just so great, bro. It's just everybody loves light, bro. Nobody loves darkness. You know what I mean? Everybody loves light. Even if you like being in the dark, you like, you know, warm lamps and shit, which is light, bro. You know what I'm saying? Vitamin C or D or fucking something like that. You know what I mean? And
all the vitamins.
All the vitamins just from the sun, bro. I love that shit. And my cousin like introduced me to some a little while ago. She loves rainbows, and she said that that's just like her sign is just what she calls it. That like, if she doesn't know the answer to something, or if like she's stressed out about something and she sees a rainbow, like she knows everything's gonna be okay. And that's how it is with the sun, bro. I got like 4 sun tattoos, and I plan on getting more. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. Just seeing a sun, that's just my shit, bro. So that's what I'm going.
4 sun tattoos?
Dude. Yeah, and I plan on getting more, bro. Look, I got a fucking, I'll show you. Look at that, bro. I got a big ass sun right there on my shoulder, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Is that a cover up?
It is. Yeah. I used to have a rose right here. And then I got a cross on the back of my arm that I'm eventually going to cover up with like a mandala or something. Not like I have anything against religion. It's just not my style of tattoo anymore.
Yeah. I felt that. I wish I would have had a little more guidance when I was younger about tattoos, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but your shit looks fire. So it's good, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. All right. The sun. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double back on that. I'm gonna say fruit. I fucking love fruit, bro. Fruit is my shit. Pomegranates, watermelon, mango, kiwi, coconut. Pick a fruit, it's my shit. I'm here for it.
Fuck
we didn't have fruit. Fruit is like 60% of my fucking diet. Like I love fruit so much.
Damn. Yeah, I don't really be eating that much fruit. I be doing a lot of applesauce late at night and shit. I like that, bro. But besides that might be it, bro. I'm not a big veggie guy, bro.
Dude,
I'm not a veggie or fruit guy.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of fruit. I'm a big applesauce at midnight kind of guy.
Is that wild, bro?
That's crazy. That's like your fruit. That like bro needs to drink a V8 or something.
Bro, I've been trying to get Bloom to sponsor me, bro, because I need that. I need some greens, bro. I always say, bro, and this could be on my list of shit that I hate, but I always say that like I ate vegetables my entire life because my parents made me. The second I turned 18 and my parents couldn't tell me what to do anymore, bro, I stopped eating vegetables, and nobody could ever stop me from it. And I'll still eat it sometimes, but normally I don't eat it unless it's on a taco, burrito, or a burger. That's the only.
So you don't like vegetables. You like the accessory vegetables, the ones that just like the. you know, the little add-on type.
Yes. Like if I'm at somebody's house and they make steak, you know, pasta and like steamed carrots or something like that, I'll just have extra steak and pasta. I'm good. I don't need the vegetable, bro.
Thanks,
you know what I mean?
I'm good.
I actually, if I don't include the carrots, that's actually less calories. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so who's really winning?
Who's really winning? Yeah, no, that's
so,
fun. That's fun.
Anyways, shit that I love, and I for my number 3, and it's weird because I just shit on fruit, but bro, I love pineapple, bro. But not even just the food, bro, because it like is my favorite fruit, 100%. But like Guy Fawkes, shout out Guy Fawkes, love them. They just sent me a candle. They're a fragrance brand. They do like car air fresheners, colognes, like candles and shit like that. So they just sent me like a fucking $300 package.
This podcast sucks.
Did you know, this is a fun fact, everyone is allergic to pineapple. Like when you eat too much, you get like that tingly feeling in your tongue. It's like an allergic reaction.
Wow.
See.
And I'll take that all day. If you're like, this shit stops your breathing, I may still run it. I might
still run it.
That's
all right. Another thing that I love, this is gym rat specific.
Okay.
When 2 45-pound plates just get to clapping together.
Okay.
That is my shit.
Like
when you just you hear that and the whole gym hears it, not extra, but it's no matter how light you put it, it's always gonna give you a little feedback. And it's like
it's like a gym back shot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just recorded a gym vlog and I said it. I'm like, there's no better sound than the plates clapping together, clapping cheeks, boy. That's somebody feeds my soul. I love it.
And it's funny you say that because my next one for things that I love is actually gym related. I love I may actually need to, my camera might actually die, but fuck it, we'll see what happens. I love when I see a young male overweight kid at the gym running on the treadmill, bro. Bro, because I see it and I'm like, bro, I was there, bro. I was that fat kid in middle school who hated myself and fucking I still got out there and I ran that cardio shit, bro. And now I love running, bro, to this day. So when I see it, I'm like, I know how that kid feels. And fucking, I know what he's doing and I know how much he cares about it. It just makes me feel so good, bro.
Amen to that, bro.
Love that shit, bro.
Amen to that. I'm a double down. I love the fuck out of that. And like also just being able to like being older now, how like, yo, we're unk. Like we're low key unk. You know what I'm saying? So like in the gym, you see them young kids and you just go up to them, just give them a fist bump. That's all that matters. Like fist bump, be like, yo, I see you. They ain't gotta know. They know what's up. I know what's up.
Yeah, you make eye contact and you're just like,
good shit, bro. Like I'm gonna see you in here tomorrow and the next day,
bro.
You know, we're gonna be here.
Fuck yeah. Love that.
Me and
love
you.
That.
That's fire. My next thing for things that I love are going to be when a song scratches the itch. So like kind of like what you were talking about before, but like so I found out I was like addicted to Yeats music. I had a problem.
Okay. I saw your Wrapped, bro. Yeah. Like 6 out of 10 of them Yeat songs, bro.
Yeah. My shit was OD, bro. I'm a big Yeat listener, and like in the gym specifically, it just like scratches the itch. So I got so deep into the shit. I'm like, it's not necessarily that I love what he says. I just like this beat and this mix and this out of this world kind of thing. And I looked it up and it was like the frequency that he's playing it at is the music is made in that scratch the ADHD itch frequency or whatever. So I love when a song scratches. That's crazy. I love
that, bro. I love that, bro. Now for my last one, and it's kind of fashion related, so I feel like it's good for you. I guess I could run this for things I hate or that I love, but I love dirty shoes, bro. I love dirty shoes. I think the only shoes in the world that should remain clean for their entire lifetime are shoes that you plan on wearing for dress shoes. So if you are the type of guy who wears Jordans with a suit, whatever Jordans you're going to wear, sure, keep those clean for its lifetime. If you wear cowboy boots with a suit, keep those cowboy boots clean. Dress shoes, I feel like that goes without saying. Those should always be clean. But everything else in the world, bro, I feel like your shoes should be dirty and show how much you love them and how much you wear them and
how much you lived in them.
Yes, bro. And how much they've been through with you. I think any other shoe, unless it's a dress shoe that you are wearing with a button up or a suit, they should all be as dirty, as creased, as scuffed as possible.
That is a hot take, but I do love your reason for it.
Yeah,
I love
bro.
that. We always got to have a good beater pair of forces, though. Like, you
Yes,
just got to
bro.
have them, like, you mow the fucking lawn and fucking step on the trash with them. You got to have that.
Exactly.
I love that. That's fire.
Yeah.
My last thing that I love is when you worked so hard for something that now you're able to do something else. So like what you said, like you put that work in the gym and did that cardio, and now you can go on a leisure relief run. I put the work in to lose weight. No clothes used to fit me. Now I go to the store. If I want to pick up a pair of pants off the shelf, I can find some shit that fits me. So no matter what it is, though, like if you make music, you kept recording in the studio until you got the opportunity to go, and now you're able to perform in the studio or whatever it is. You work at something and you reap the benefits of consistency.
Love that.
That is my favorite thing I love.
Love that, bro.
And love
that,
God.
bro.
Gotta say, love God.
Of course. Of course. I always say, I love my girlfriend, bro. Out of all the things I love my girlfriend, bro. She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT. All right, let me fucking trade my battery out real quick. I got one sitting like right here, and then fucking we'll do our hate list, and then we'll get out of here real quick. Give me like 30 seconds.
Good. No worries. Do your thing. About to drop this banger video.
Oh fuck, goddamn. What video is it?
My future fit. I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
That shit's stuck in my head right now. It's like cut little demon, and cut.
Yeah.
Cut. Yeah.
And I thought, bro, I love that feeling, bro. I could have put that on shit that I love, bro. But I love when like I make a lot of videos. Of course, you do too. And a lot of the shit, I'm like, oh, this is a good video. Boom, put it out. But there's sometimes where I'm like, this is a good fucking video. This is art, bro. I'm proud of this, bro.
Right? And you just watch it back. You be editing and you're watching it back and you're like, that's me, bro. Dude, yeah, I did that. Like
I'm a pro, bro. I'm a pro, bro.
This. Like,
yeah.
On things I hate, before we even talk about the things we hate, I hate when something goes wrong in the video making process and that doubt creeps in and you're like, do I suck at my job? Like, you make videos, bro. How do you fuck that up? Like,
it's funny you say that, bro, because that's very close to the first thing I hate. So let me do this intro and then I'll fucking tell you. All right.
Bet.
I'm here with internet personality JAMISON Davison, and this is a draft of things that we just fucking hate. My first thing, bro, that is so close to what you just said, it's so funny, is when you're filming a video and something goes wrong. Like literally just happened today, bro. I'm starting this new series because I film all my podcasts on Wednesdays. Okay. So every Wednesday I film 2 podcasts for the week. So I want to start a new series where I get ready for the podcast on video and talk a little bit about who I'm going to have on the podcast. So as I was filming that video, bro, I finish it and I go over to my phone and it says iPhone storage full. So then I had to go back in the video, watch what got cut out. Thank God it was like the last like 30 seconds. And then I have to go refilm it and say the same jokes that I came up with, like spur of the moment.
Now you're like you feel mad corny.
Yes, bro. And you're like, does that even look natural? Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, so yeah, that's the first fucking thing that I hate, because that really like ruins the vibe of video. And then it's like, you'll think like this is some banger shit, but when you put it out, like it may be like some garbage ass content, and you don't know because half of the shit was kind of just thrown in there last minute.
I to piggyback off of that, my thing, I record on a camera now, and like best thing ever. I'm so happy for it, but this shit overheats, bro. And the same thing, I'll be in the mid sentence, like the funniest thing I've said all video, and you just hear this like Sony sound. It's like, and it just turns off, and I'm like, now I gotta wait 15 minutes for my shit to cool down. Like we live in the Stone Age. I'm like, this is fucking trash, bro.
Bro, that's so true, bro. Because my laptop, bro, when I bought this MacBook, bro, and this isn't a flex, this is just because I had a dream of being a YouTuber when I bought this, bro. But this is top of the line MacBook, bro. Like there's no MacBook you can buy that's more expensive than the one I have, bro. And my shit's begging for its life if I edit one podcast, dude.
One video.
one hour and a half long video, and this thing is, I could hear it crying, dog.
Bro, I got this PC. I don't know if you can see it. I have like a PC back here.
Okay, yeah.
I get this PC to edit videos on it. First video I ever pop up, it's like literally a 5-minute video. This shit is wheezing. It sounded like it had asthma, bro. It was bad.
Yeah, bro.
And I just finally got like whatever it was that I needed. I needed like some extra storage, but it's just crazy. There's so many things to preface to them. Like there's so many things that can go wrong with
100%
social media, bro. It's like it's a process. It really does take time. That's why I give mad respect when I see like one of the low homies that they're just out here putting on an outfit and they're like, get ready with me. Like mad respect, bro, because it's not easy. We do it. It's like it's way more than just like throwing on a t-shirt in front of the video, you know?
Exactly. Is it your turn or is it my turn?
It is my turn. What
did I just say? What was my just one?
You hate when you were filming a video and something goes wrong and the full storage.
Fine.
Yo, I don't know. I know there's tolls other places, but I'm gonna tell you for Jersey specifically.
Okay.
I hate tolls.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck? I have to drive on this road.
Yeah.
Like I have to do it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for you to build it where you did. I didn't ask for you to build it and for me to have to go on it. And you're just like, now I got to just like dig in the bottom of my car and do a whole bunch of extra shit to find all these quarters, people honking at you and shit, whatever. And I'm like, I refuse. Easy pass.
Yeah, we got bad tolls in the Bay Area. Do you know what Fast Track is?
We have easy pass. So it's
okay,
like
so it's kind of the same thing.
The Disney Fast Pass is what it is.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
You're good to go. I'm so cool off it, bro. I'm so cool off it. That shit.
I don't know how that works in Jersey, but ours is literally like you just put the device in your center console and like some sensor just you just hear it go ding when you drive through, but you don't even got to slow down or nothing.
So that's a little bit different than our thing. We got like this little brick that like it's almost like this big, and
ours is that's like ours too. Yeah,
you stick it to the window, and then when you go through, maybe it'll catch it. It's funny. It's funny how it works because you could have that and it still doesn't catch it.
Yeah, but, and it could be the same for Jersey, but if you don't like have a fast track, a camera will just catch your license plate, and then you'll just get a bill in the mail.
See, I'm like, I don't know if I should say this, but I be going through that shit. Like I got one and they be sending that shit in the mail and then trying to fine me $50. So I'm like, all right, I'll pay the toll. I'll pay the toll. How about that? Let's just agree on that. I'll give you the $3. I'll give you the 50 cents, whatever the fuck you're shaking me down on this highway right now. I'll give it to you, but $50 is you're not getting.
That's hella funny. That's hella funny, bro.
I fucking hate tolls. And I don't say I hate many things. I fucking hate tolls.
I'll say what I fucking hate is having to spend money and not getting like anything out of it, which is like kind of hard because it's like, yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And it's like the same thing when it's like you like actually get your money up and then like something goes wrong with your car and now you got to spend $2,000 to like fix your radiator when it's like, you do need the radiator, but like I wasn't planning on, fixing the radiator. So it's not really like I'm getting anything out of this anyways. But
all you're getting out of it is being able to drive your car the way you did before it fucking decided to blow up.
Like, it's not even my fault it blew up, bruh. But I hate when you spend money and you don't get anything out of it, and it's just like a setback. Yes, bro. Exactly.
There's so many things that fall into that category. I love that answer.
Accidentally tipping someone.
Accidentally tipping somebody,
bro.
Here's a 10 and it's 100, like that type of shit.
Yeah.
But then again, some things like that happen for a reason. But I'm with you on like I'm just going about my life and I'm just getting taxed. Like I'm just getting taxed everywhere I go. And I'm just like, damn, bro. They're really shaking me down. They're stripping my pockets.
Exactly.
All right. On that note, another thing I hate is taxes. I fucking hate taxes. Everybody talks about how great it is to like work for yourself and all that shit, and it's like, I'll be honest, some people are not built to like do everything that it takes, and that means like taxes. Like you have to have money set aside. When you start getting invoices and paid that way, the government ain't coming and saying, hey, before we give you this money, we're going to take our portion. So you got to think in the back of your head, like, I was young. I started getting bread. I was just like, shit, I'm getting paid. And then my accountant was like, yeah. Before you start doing all that, give me everything first. And yes, I fucking hate taxes. But
yeah, I don't know what it's like in Jersey, but in California, if you're self-employed, it's almost 55% goes to taxes.
Holy hell.
Almost 55%.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. So it
that's
basically
why you want to stay a plumber instead
yeah,
of
bro. So like if I ever decided to switch from being a plumber to like being self-employed, I would be going from like a 32% tax cut to a 55% tax cut. So that's even more money I would have to be making on my own to get me to quit my job.
Heinous.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
Heinous.
It's bad.
That's crazy.
So
jeez.
If you ever get the chance to work for yourself, do not do it in California ever.
Do not do it in California. Do your research. There's a lot of places.
Yeah. If you somehow have a job, which is mostly in the entertainment industry, where you can make your living from wherever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it will be the same no matter where you live. Move somewhere other than expensive ass states, because it's not going to be worth it.
It's not going to work out for you the way your money not going to go as long.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Next thing that I hate, bro, is the I don't know if they're called, they're not hair dryers, but you know when you're fucking like in a public bathroom and they don't have towels, they only have the thing that's like
hand dryers.
Like that, bro. And you're just like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
Everybody
has
knows
to know
I'm
that I just took a shit, bro.
Everybody
you know
knows,
what I'm saying?
That shit blows up your spot, bro.
Bro, it fucking everybody in the restaurant now knows you just took a shit. You know what I mean? It blows your fucking eardrums out, and your hands don't even get dry.
No, they just get warmer.
Yes, bro.
Warm, wet.
And the water just spreads up your arms.
Shit's blowing on your shoes.
What do you want? It's blowing the water droplets off my hands on my pants. Now motherfuckers are thinking I piss myself.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Dead ass. And you know what it is too, to double down on that? Why are you choosing for me? Why are you choosing for me that I have to get given the option? Because 100 times out of 100, 1,000 out of 1,000, I'm taking paper towels. Never once am I going to be unless the super futuristic Dyson air slicer 5-pound where you stick your hand in the wet air. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You put your hands in that shit, you're like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, those are fun and shit, bro. But like, I don't even think I want them. I think I'm gonna ride for them to just not exist anymore. Because then, even if you don't use it and you accidentally walk past one, like, bro,
them shits are crazy.
Holy shit!
They're like,
I didn't even use it. You know what I'm saying?
3-foot radius of being near that shit.
Yeah, bro.
It's going off.
Yeah, I hate that, bro.
Crazy. That's like the bathroom alarm. Wow.
Yes, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro.
So niche. I love it. I love it from you.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit, bro.
Oh. Another thing that I hate. People who talk on speakerphone full volume in inappropriate places. I don't want to hear about your dog's infected toe while we're waiting in line for me to get a cold pressed juice. I'm not trying to hear about your taxes while I'm sitting at the CVS pharmacy picking up mom's prescription. You know what I'm saying? Like, loud. Or like the people that are in Florida, like a lot of Miami natives that run around on the phone. They're like, no. If we turn around this month, we're going to close about 15 billion. Yeah.
Go ahead and make that 10,000, please. We got to lock in at least. Yeah.
And then she ended up telling me, "Am I good for the bill?" And it was only $150,000. I said, "Take it out of the tax fund." Like,
fuck
like,
that, bro.
Okay, bro. Like,
you just want the attention. It's okay. You don't need to be doing that right now.
I know. I'm chopped liver. Let me not be in your fucking presence.
Exactly, bro. And it's funny you say that, bro, because for my fourth one, I'm cool with motherfuckers talking to themselves, but sometimes people talk to themselves in public purposefully so that other people will hear what they're saying. Like every so often, like you'll see like somebody watching TikToks in public and you can hear it and you're like, I wouldn't personally be doing that without like headphones in, but whatever, do you? And then sometimes people do that and they'll like be watching like this and they'll be like, oh my God, that's so funny. like in public, bro. Like,
Yo,
like you don't actually like think out loud, bro. Like you're trying to get somebody to ask you what you're watching.
Yo, so let's talk about what it really is. You hate people that are fishing for shit like that.
Yes, bro. Like it's the same as people talking on speakerphone on the phone. Like you're not doing it because you need to, or that's just what you naturally do. You are doing it because you want attention. You want other people to ask you what you're watching. You want to talk to other people. You want other people to look at you. That's why you're doing it, because nobody actually, like if you talk to yourself, that's fine. I talk to myself, but I do it like under my breath. But if you're doing it loud enough so that you know people are hearing all of your thoughts, like that's not real, bro. That's not you.
Yo, your face when you said it though, like that was a cutscene. Like you should be an actor. Like bro said, "Aha, that's so funny."
Like,
like dead ass, bro. And they just look around like I'm supposed to be like, "Oh my god, what's so funny?"
Yes,
like,
bro.
No, bro. Like,
you know what I mean? They're like, that's hilarious.
Like, wow, that's so
like, bro.
Like, oh my god, I can't believe this would happen.
Yeah. Wow, can you believe that? You know what I'm saying?
I hate fishing statements. I hate that shit.
Like, bro,
that would never happen for me.
Yeah. I wouldn't have let that happen. Like, bitch.
I'm not going for that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're watching TikToks in a CVS. I'm sure you're a big bad guy.
I love
You know what I'm saying?
I actually hate that so much. I love it. That's fucking hilarious. All right. I strongly dislike people who should be paying rent at the local bar or club. If you are there more nights per week than you spend at your crib,
you have a problem.
Stay the fuck away from me.
You have a problem.
I'm so heavily against, like, I'll have an old fashioned once a quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's now that I've gotten, like, I'm 24. I feel like I'm unk. Like, I go get myself a steak dinner and I have a fucking old fashioned. Like, but I just, like, I don't drink. I don't go out. You'll never catch me at a club. I used to be a bouncer for 4 years, bro. And just, like, in the most Jersey Shore bar ever. And, like, I've seen everything you could imagine unfold in front of my eyes from the ages of 18 to, like, 22. And or 21, and it was a time, and it completely turned me off to that entire industry and just people who like live for that shit, because like you're wasting your time, bro. Like what are you doing?
I like that one, bro. I like that one.
That shit.
All right, my last one. I don't know if because you are kind of health guy on me, you know what I mean? But my last one for things that I hate, bro, is I hate water, bro. I hate water. And bro, no, like let me get what I hate about it first, bro. Let me get out of the way for what I fucking hate on it first, right?
Okay.
I don't mind like what it does for you. I drink so much water, bro. I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is I drink like a 28 ounce bottle of water. You know what I mean? I'd be running water.
Still, obviously, you do your
obviously you need water. We all know that it's good for you, blah blah blah. But you don't like nobody likes water. You know what I mean? Like
that's cap.
Like no, because here's the thing: you like what it does for you. You don't. Nobody likes it itself. Like a burger. Like you. Like people would love like a McDouble, right? Nobody likes it because of what a McDouble does to you. You like it because of how it tastes, right? So why is it for water? Everybody says they like water, but you don't like how it tastes. You just like what it does.
Might just be California water, bro. I don't know, because like
you like the idea of water. You like the taste of water.
I love that, bro. Like call me a freak, bro. Like I love water. I love the taste of water. I love as long as it's good water, because set the scene, right? You just fucking ran like 2 miles, bro, in the beating sun, and like what do you want right then and there?
Sugar-free Powerade, bro. Blue. That's what we want, bro. We want the sugariest tasting. Give me all the fucking electrolytes, bro. That's what I want.
Bro,
no calories. Bro.
So like, dude, the first thing I need is water, and then it's gonna be like, I don't know, like I get it. I used to be team Powerade. I like when I was on my big boy shit, religiously purple Powerade from Wendy's with the 444 and the
Yeah,
extra
yeah,
nuggets, like turn me the fuck up.
yeah.
But nah, bro, you gotta love water. Like God put it here, man.
I love water and I love what it does for me. I love how it makes me feel. Love, 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 love. No, and I refuse to believe anybody does. Because it tastes like nothing. It tastes like nothing. You know what I mean? Like if you explain,
but it's just like that's the satisfaction of it. Like it's like the ultimate neutral. Like we have such salty foods and sweet foods and salty and sweet drinks and shit. And it's just like, at the end of the day, you could just pick up a fucking glass of water. It's consistent. It's there for you. It's cold. It could be hot. Whatever you need it to be, bro. It'll be that and 1,000 more. You throw a lemon in that shit, boom.
I can't. I love water when it's flavored with shit. I love water when it's mixed with juice. You know what I mean? I love what it does for you. Love how it makes you feel. But I just do not like the taste of water, and I refuse to believe that anybody does.
Okay.
And I think that if like you're saying, I love the taste of water, I think that you're just all around healthy guy. I think you're just all around healthy guy, and I think that you are convincing yourself you like the taste because of how good water is for you. Okay. And that's not your fault. Okay. And that's okay.
So let me put it like this. So like I used to fucking hate vegetables. I used to not hate fruit, but like I was just not like I'm taking a bag of chips over some fruit or like some cookies.
Yeah, of course.
And then like I just kind of rewired my palate, bro. I was just like, you know what? Like I like this stuff. So like, yeah, I definitely did convince myself I love water.
But do you like the taste or you like what it does for you? Because be so real, bro. A bag of Doritos over a bag of carrots, what is going to taste better?
I would definitely like to fuck up a bag of Doritos. However, you picking one of my favorite vegetables. Like I do like carrots.
And I love carrots too, bro. I got carrots in my fridge, bro. I eat carrots, bro. Like I love carrots because of what they do for me, but they're not in a million years in my top 1,000 favorite foods.
Fair.
Like they just don't taste good, and I eat them because they're good for me, but I just don't. You don't like it because of the taste. And if you ask somebody what's your favorite food, they're gonna say their favorite food because of how it tastes, not because of how it makes them feel. So I don't feel like water should get a different playing field.
I agree with that statement, but I also disagree because I've crossed that threshold where like now foods are my favorite because I like how they make me feel. I think it's more important that the food makes you feel good.
Maybe you're just way more mature than I am, bro. Because I'm like, if that shit don't taste like a McDouble, I don't want it, bitch.
That shit. Don't get me wrong, bro. I have my fat fuckery moments where I just like all that healthy nut shit goes out the fucking window. Fuck a seed oil, bro. Give me the seed itself.
Fuck that. Give me lard.
Give me lard. I want to hold.
Fuck that, bro. Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, I really mean that though. Like it's just come to a point where like my palate's just like, you know what? Like I used to love Chipotle. I was out here eating fucking burritos that would outweigh a newborn baby and a whole fucking bowl still left to the side. Cause I go in there and use my big boy authority and I'm like, hook that shit up. And they're like,
oh, can I get more rice? Can I get more beans?
Is that enough? Not nearly. I need you to keep putting that shit.
Another, please.
And now, like, I refuse, bro. I stay the fuck away from Chipotle because I feel like I learned my lesson that every time I ate Chipotle, it felt like a bomb goes off in my body.
I love Chipotle, and I swear to God, I still eat it. I'll probably go eat it tonight if I'm going to be 100% real. But I think that when I eat Chipotle, I smell nothing but Chipotle until I take a shower.
100%.
Like I feel like after eating it, like I smell exactly how my burrito smell.
As soon as you walk into Chipotle, you might as well have worked the shift because you smell like
bro.
The place just latches on.
And it fucking makes me sick, bro. And like, bro, all I smell is just sour cream and shit.
Corn salsa.
Yeah, like I can't even kiss my girl, bro. I'm like, don't kiss me, bro. I smell like a burrito, dog.
Yo, it smells like brisket.
Yes, dog. And I hate that, dude. I fucking hate that, bro.
Facts. That's something that we both mutually just came up with. We hate. I hate food places that literally grip onto you with a death grip. And
Yes,
like,
bro.
you just
You get McDonald's one time, your car smells like it for a week.
2 weeks.
Exactly,
Maximum.
bro.
And it's like,
Exactly, bro.
wow. And everybody knows it's like not your dirty little secret. You're just like, you had a cookie toe, didn't you? Fuck.
You
I'm
didn't
like,
get Diet Coke. Be real, bitch.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that was a Dr. Pepper.
All right, go ahead. Your last thing that you hate.
My last thing that I hate is negativity.
Ooh.
And that's something we all struggle with on a day-to-day basis. But like just those people that are just like, this everything fucking happens to me, man. I just like I can't, like nothing works. I can't do shit. I'm a piece of shit. This is I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Because like what are you doing to change that shit? You know, like I guess I would say like negativity with no like inkling to change it. Like if you're just negative and you want to be negative and that's like your whole MO and you hate on niggas and all that, like go do that somewhere else. I'm a very positive preaching because I've had people be like, you're so toxically positive. And I'm like, shit, I'm happy. So like if that bothers you, I guess that's just you, bro.
That's your problem, big dog.
That's a you problem. Like I'd rather be toxically positive than
I'm riding with you there. I love positivity and I hate negativity. Here's the thing though. If I'm not around you, I'm not going to be like afraid to be negative. You know what I mean? But
right.
if I'm by myself, bro, I'll be negative. Like I hate to say it, bro, but I say it all the time, bro. I'm super judgmental and I'll never judge somebody to their face or like, I'll never judge you to another person. But like when you have your own,
your mind,
when you have like your own insecurities, bro, like it gives you an insight to what other people probably think about themselves. So it's like, you can't help it, but like negative thoughts just run rampant just all the time. But I'll never be the type of person to say that to somebody's face. So I think that negativity is okay as long as it doesn't leave here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I would say like the negativity that's just like when you just like kind of just like I have all this negativity, let me just like dump it onto you. And that's not like where like you have something going on. That's not to say like you have something going on, you're going to somebody about it. That's talk about your feelings. But I'm saying like it's just like the unnecessary, just shitting on some. You see what this fucking guy did? Who the fuck does he think he is, bro? There's no reason for that. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Like, oh, this motherfucker's gained a few pounds. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
How about like talk to him like, hey, is everything all right, bro? Like, like what you've been keeping up with? Like, I don't know, some shit. Like, find a way to spin shit in a positive way. I think we're all here. Like this, somebody said this to me one time. They're like, this earth is school. All of our souls came here to learn some shit. And if you feel like you really know a lot about one thing, it's your job to teach others who are interested about that and help them along their journey, bro. And so like you see somebody being super negative, do one little positive thing. And if they like still are like they're motherfucking you, then like it is what it is, man. You dropped your seed of positivity. If it grows into a fucking, it might not work in that moment, but 3 weeks down the line when they're sitting in a shithole, that seed is now being fertilized and they're just sitting there like, damn, remember when Jordan said that to me, man? Right. I do got to change the way I think. And then boom, you just made a flower grow, my friend. I think that there's
positive out of a negative.
Absolutely. So when we say negativity, I think it's just like what you said, when it leaves and it's just like this, just like festering, like, I'm negative. I want you to be negative. And just, don't you agree with me? And you're like,
exactly.
I don't like that shit. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's basically all I got besides our songs of the week, but I normally like that to be the last thing. I'm going to leave you because you're the most positive advice giving person that I know. That's what you do. I'm going to leave you with my best piece of advice that hopefully you could throw into your repertoire of just positive thinking and good advice to just take with you on your road of life. You know what I mean? So I have this saying right here on my hand and it says years from now. That's what it says. That's always been my advice to myself because you could use it for anything in the world. But kind of how I see it is anything negative that's happening in your life, any sort of stress, any sort of anxiety, any sort of like depression that you got going on, and it literally could be for anything that falls under that category. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, in X amount of time, it will not affect you anymore. It won't matter in your life. Like, and it could go as minute or as big as you could possibly think. Like, if you failed a science test, you're in high school, and you failed a science test, and you think your life's over, bro. Do you think in a few months when you graduate and you ended up getting an A in that class, like you're ever gonna think about that fucking science test you took on a random day in a random week that meant nothing for your end grade or your life goal? You know what I mean? Like, you just got fired from your dream job. You think in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now, when you're working an even better job and getting better pay and you're around better people and you're upping your life, that you're gonna be happy that you got fucking fired from that last job, bro. Right. It could be as deep as you want, bro. Like, if your best friend dies, bro, which would be huge, bro. Do you think 10, 15 years from now, you're still going to be locking yourself in your room crying about how much you miss your brother? No, bro. You're going to be telling your kids about all the crazy stories that you had with your homeboy when he was still alive. And you're going to be happy that your kids knew your best friend just like that, bro. So it doesn't matter what you're going through, how big or how small it is, bro. Years from now, it will not matter. No matter what it is, it will not matter.
I love that.
That's the best advice I could give anyone, and that's the only advice I ever need to give myself.
I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with me. And I love the breakdown too. That was stoic as shit.
Yeah. Because I really believe that it could be for as minuscule or as big as any problem life could possibly throw at you, it would still apply.
It fits for so many things. It could be worn in so many different situations. It's like,
exactly,
years from now, is this shit really going to matter? Or even if you want to achieve something and you know that right now is not the time, years from now it will happen.
Exactly.
Like manifestation.
Exactly.
I want to return the favor.
Run it.
And I'll share with you something that I share with anybody if I'm looking to give them a little piece of life advice. And it's super simple, but I fucking live by it. It's that everything is unrealistic until it's not. So like everybody in the world has one of these shits glued to their hips. It's in their pocket. You have a supercomputer that can answer any fucking question that you have in the world. Was that fucking realistic? No. Until it's not. Think of anything, literally anything that has been created in the fucking world, bro. It was unrealistic. People looked at them. Who created the light bulb? Edison?
Yeah.
Edison made the light bulb. You don't think they thought he was cracked? Like,
fuck
bro,
yeah,
like, yo, but look, I'm gonna make it and it's gonna burn and it's gonna fucking light up. He looked like he was sick in the head. They probably thought he was a witch. So whatever it is that you got burning in your chest, like the light bulb, that you're like, I want to make this shit happen, but I just don't know if it's me. I don't think it can be me or whatever. Every single story of beginning is unrealistic until someone is crazy enough to make that shit happen.
Exactly, bro.
Everything is unrealistic until it's not.
Dude, I love it, bro. I love it, bro.
Be the reason that it's not unrealistic.
Hell yeah, bro.
100%.
Make that change you need to make, bro. Make that unrealistic realistic, because it's possible for everything.
And literally anything that you can imagine. We're living. I'm not a big video game guy. I had to give up video games in order to start becoming the person I wanted to become in life. And it was a sad goodbye, but it was a goodbye. And if there was one game I could tell you that I ran it up in, GTA. GTA 5, GTA 4.
Hell
and
yeah.
I love those moments that I had where I was just a little too hooked on the game, because that time really like embedded in my mind, like, if I could do anything I want in this game and I'm sitting here struggling to grow this guy to be into the best character, highest level overall, what the fuck? Like, and then I heard Andrew Tate say, he's like, why are you not working on your character? Because this is GTA. Anything that you really want to do, you just have to put forth enough effort towards it. And it's like, I tell people who are like, oh, I want to make videos. Well, if you post a video every single day, you're not going to lose followers. So if you go and you make a deposit every single day into the bank, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got it every day.
Yeah. I like that one. I'm going to take that one.
What?
Every day you're not going to lose followers.
And like, let me hit y'all with a statistic too. Cause like, I feel like my rise on social media was so fast.
Yeah.
Like, it was like almost like I wasn't here one day and the next day, but that was like plotted. Like, I planned this shit. It just ended up working a lot better than I really intended.
Yeah.
So another word of advice would be to like dream bigger, bro. Like, my goal was 100K followers. I'm sitting at 500,000, just above, like, by the end of that year. But like, I just completely lost my train of thought. Dream bigger was like the ultimate point, is like your dreams are way too small. Like no matter how big your dreams are, you need to be dreaming bigger, because you doubt yourself. You gotta account for that little filter of doubt that you don't even realize that you're putting onto something, where you're just like downplaying your talent. So whatever your dreams are, dream bigger, because everything is unrealistic until it's not.
Gang, bro. Gang. Love it, bro. All right, end it off. Hit me with your most listened to song of this week, and I will give you mine.
Y'all gonna thank me for this one.
Okay, bang.
Organic Smiles by Larry June.
I love some Larry June. He's from where I'm from.
Yep, Larry June.
Yeah, bro.
Me and Larry June tapped in. So
bang. All right, cool. I'm gonna go with Pawn to a King by Da Boy. So we both got Bay Area rappers. So
what's that? Pawn to the King?
Pawn to a King by Da Boy. DABOII.
I'm on top of it.
Yep. I think he's from Vallejo and Larry June is from Oakland. So literally like 20 minutes apart from each other. So I like that.
Boy.
Yeah.
This is on Apple Music?
Yeah, it's on Apple Music.
Word. Bro, put me on.
Yeah, I got you. Don't trip.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like we equally have like our last brain cells fighting.
Yeah, we bro.
I love it.
Yeah, we do. All right, bro. Well, let's do an outro and then I'll give you like a genuine goodbye and shit. But yeah, this was such a fucking good time.
This is a fun time, bro. You
yeah,
me going through ups and downs. I love it.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, thank you everybody for watching episode 16 of the TPS podcast, sponsored by Stay Another Day. We just spent the last hour and 37 minutes with JAMISON Davison, huge internet personality, bro. He cuts hair. He's a photographer. He makes amazing content. He's a motivator. He's a coach for free. You don't see too many of those that often. You know what I mean? So if you guys ever need anything in that sort of realm, you know exactly where to find him. And is there anything that you wanted to say or plug or whatever?
One thing I just want to say is thank you, Jordan, for having me on this. This is my first podcast experience. And we kind of built a relationship over social media and just like me genuinely fucking with your content. So to be here and be a part of it, I feel honored, and I'm very grateful to be here. Grateful for y'all that watched it and listened to the shit that I had to say. And as I always tell you, you got to remember to keep following your vision, baby, because if ain't nobody gonna chase it but you.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Thank you again, bro.
Thank you, bro.
It's juice. Yeah. They love to hate. They see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it, this podcast sucks.